Hello, Lego fans, and welcome into a brand new episode of the Brick Hour podcast. I am JJ, otherwise known as Langster Builds.
I'm Cameron, otherwise known as Cameron Studios.
I'm Scott, the Rogue Lannister, and joining us as always, our effervescent friend with the giant city behind her.
I am Gina, otherwise known as My Bricks and Me.
Yes, we finally have Gina's
Yes.
City on camera now, which is phenomenal.
Yes,
I just
yes.
I
want to
haven't
take a
seen your
walk
city
in
in a
there.
while
It
either.
doesn't look real. It looks green screen.
No,
It literally it looks like it's like, hi, here's my blown up shot. That's actually her right in
yes,
front of the
That's
city.
her sitting
yes,
next
it
to her
is.
own
I
city.
am like my elbow is on a road plate. Like, yes,
Move a
it
car.
is.
Move a car to prove it's real.
It's real.
There we go.
There
All
you
right,
go.
there we go.
Look,
Look
I
at
can
that.
just spin the city. It's
Oh
it's
my
real.
God.
It's super real.
That AI is incredible.
I know. I learned how to move it and everything. I've been so
That
technologically
AI
advanced
is
these days.
incredible. That's one of your best bits
I,
ever, Cam.
I
I'm
know,
not gonna
right?
lie.
He made that joke and she just kept running him right over with it. Like, oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's lovely.
This week's episode is pretty much our cap on the year 2025. We are talking about Lego itself, the Lego group, the Lego sets, the Lego community.
The
A
conventions.
year. Yep. What?
The conventions.
I thought you said the dimensions. Like we're measuring boxes or something like that.
Hey, there's Lego
Oh.
dimensions.
It's
It
a
could
thing.
be. It
And
could be
it had
making
its
a comeback.
anniversary this year too,
It did
actually.
have its anniversary.
They had a
We're
little. They had a little build
They
that
did.
came around. Yeah.
We are
Wait.
taking a look back at a full year in review of Lego 2025.
I had a joke, but I'm going to save it for later.
Yeah, hold on to it.
Sorry.
This is gonna be a fun
Um,
episode.
It is.
Yeah, this would be funny. Before we get into that and our topic for this week, Cam, what are we building this week?
What are we building? So I built this set last year, but I've been adding to it this year. So it's
Ooh.
the Star Wars Christmas one, but I've been adding like all like the Christmas sweater minifigures, Santa
Oh, that's
Clauses
cool.
that I have.
That's fun.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have that, but it's on
Wait.
it's on our like TV stand out in the living room, and all the figures
Okay.
are lined up next to it, which is kind of fun. But that's also really cool.
So I'm probably gonna end up moving this chunk over me. Actually, maybe not, just because it's a wall here. So like I'll figure out how to continue it because I'm gonna get more figures, but we'll see.
You could back it up and expand the Falcon interior.
Oh crap.
You could.
I could. There's a lot I could do. There's a lot I could do, but it all depends on the more figures that I get, so we'll just have to wait and see what I can do.
Get creative. Have some fun with it. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
I mean, JJ Willett Batman. Why don't you have a Batman Christmas
Listen,
thing?
listen. Will it Batman is going to get tested in 2026? We'll get
Yes,
to
it
that at
is.
some point.
Yeah. But damn, that's going to be fun.
All right,
Yeah, it
Scott.
is.
What have you been building?
So remember a couple months ago when I got left on my own for a weekend and I was forced to sort?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, is that Hydra
Ooh.
Troopers?
Yeah, I found my stash of Hydra Troopers.
You mean the stash that you've stolen from all of the United States?
I think I have the largest collective private collection of Hydra Troopers.
They're not on BrickLink anymore. Their
Sorry.
prices are astronomical now because of you.
How dare you accuse me of such a crime? All I want to do is just make them into an army and parade them down my street. So I've been actually retooling them. I'm actually coming up with a couple different things. I keep getting inspired by Warhammer, so I want to do a couple cool things. Like I've laid the groundwork to do like an actual like parade ground
Oh,
to have the tanks on parade next year for Brick Universe. I'm gonna take all the Hydra and AIM logos off of them, and I'm just gonna actually have all the various models of tanks on parade.
That would be
Was
cool.
something I was
Nice.
working on, like something like an Imperial parade. But I need these guys because I need foot soldiers to walk with them. So I'm kind of adding some more, details, customizing a little bit, kind of making them a little bit cooler than what they are.
nice.
So, yeah, and it's the end of the year, so I am just absolutely slogged with work.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
I finished my day shift about an hour ago, and I got another 2 hours after we record this. So
Oh,
I'm not building for a while. So, what are you building there, Cameron or JJ?
well, go to Gina first.
Let's do
Gina-
Gina first.
Gina always goes.
Gina has actually been building a pile of stuff to sell. That's what she's been building.
Well,
I
you
haven't
built the
had.
hearse.
I did build a hearse, but that was literally 2 days after I got it. So that was a long time ago. I went through all my gifts with purchase the other day because I have like the Sonic thing and the Goonies one, and I don't know, I didn't want to open any of them, mostly because I didn't want to deal with stickers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like slowly going through what's under all the tables to get rid of stuff. So I'm building a pile of things to sell. That is my
There
building.
you go.
Cool.
There you go.
Yes.
So the next time
so
we have a
this
swap meet, she's gonna be,
Yeah.
yeah.
she's gonna go
Yeah.
nuts.
Under the tables is
Jeannie will be the biggest winner if that happens.
under the table is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I had the RIT Tiger Tracks train show was this past weekend. I was there displaying with Rock Lug, which is always a blast. However, as a train show, I felt as though I needed to have an actual train in my display, which I didn't actually have a train. So I went out to Walmart
No
because they
bat
had it on
train?
sale, and I finally,
No bat train?
Not yet.
Wait for it.
I got ideas for Bat Train, don't you worry.
Oh, yay.
I went out to Walmart because it was on sale and picked up the Spider-Man 2 Subway Train Battle.
Nice.
For
There you
40
go.
for $40. Not bad.
That's
That's
like,
actually really good.
isn't that like half off?
$40.
No, 55.
It's normally
No, it's 55.
55. I picked it up for 40.
Mm-hmm.
This is a phenomenal just Subway train build. I want to now at some point, like maybe when it goes on like deeper discount, like when it gets close to retiring, I want to get like 2 more and make like a bigger like actual Subway train out of it that looks. The Doc Ock figure, by the way, awesome.
Yeah.
Is it motorizable?
No.
Would you be able to fit a motor in there anywhere?
Yes, but it'd probably be tough because I think the chassis are. You probably have to. You could maybe do it, but it would probably be tough.
Okay.
The only thing I did, I finally completed after piecing it together. Cam knows what this is. The Indominus Rex, the all-white one from and we know this. This would have been on a What Are We Building a while back, but unfortunately, this leg I ordered it from Bricklink seller, and it was a knockoff leg. So I had to email the guy, got my money back, turned around, and bought another one, and this one came in, and it is real. So now I have the original 2015 Indominus Rex completely assembled, and yeah, I have. At one point, this room there was just dinosaurs everywhere, and so I had to put them into my dinosaur bin. So they're all like chilling now. But
Dinosaur.
I gotta say, since we're gonna be doing the 2025 in review, I'm gonna miss seeing the Batcave behind you. Like we started the year out with the Batcave slowly growing in your
Getting
room
bigger.
to the point there was no carpet; it was just Batcave. I'm gonna miss the Batcave.
Yeah, you know who's not gonna miss? You know
down there. You can see that's getting going now.
But you know who's not gonna miss the Batcave?
Aaron.
Beyonce.
Aaron.
Yeah.
My future wife is not gonna mind not having the Batcave everywhere in here. But yeah, that is the end of What Are We Building. So now we're gonna get into the main topic for the week, which is Lego 2025 year in review. There's been a lot this year. And like I said, so we're kind of breaking this up into a couple different bits. We're gonna talk about our thoughts on Lego's portfolio on the year, all of the sets they did. We're gonna talk about if Lego events like Lego conventions, community out things like that. And we're also gonna talk about community happenings that went on, big deals, big happenings, and we're going to kind of clump it all together into one big how are we going to look back on 2025 with Lego in like 5-10 years? How are we going to look back on this and view all this here? Each of us have a couple things that we think were great and we think that were not great, and we're going to kind of go around and talk about a bunch of this, but I want to start with the sets because that's primarily the big deal. Doesn't matter who starts. How do we feel about Lego sets this year? The quality of them, the price of them, the offerings. How do we feel about the whole library in its entirety?
So I'll stick mine with good and bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in the middle, down the middle.
Good. No, I would say down the middle, but good. The Lego IPs did excellent this year. Creator, Monkey Kid, Ninjago. Dare I say it? Dare I say it?
No!
Dreams did great.
Yes.
What did not do well? What I did not like? Star Wars.
Marvel.
Lord of the Rings in some part.
Yeah.
A lot of the, like I said in the
DC, lack of DC.
Lack of DC, like I said in the in the worst sets of, I think a lot of the crown jewels went down a peg this year, and some of the classics came back, which was a little bit safer on my wallet.
I
And
think Disney did pretty well too, honestly. Like going more the
Did some
non-mini
decent
doll
stuff.
minifigure route rate. Like Disney's been doing well. I mean, they like some of their mini doll sets can leave a lot to be desired, but some of their minifigure sets have been doing pretty well too.
and F1, we salute you. Please ride off into the sunset as fast as you can and never come back.
Not
Well,
gonna
no, no,
F1
happen.
no.
CMF.
F1 CMF was bad.
The CMF was terrible.
The
Yeah,
CMF
okay.
was
Ours were bad.
terrible. The F1 sets were pretty good.
I do hear those were fun to build. I
Mhm.
don't have any. I don't know anything about F1, but now that Lego is sponsoring an F1 vehicle, it's not going to go anywhere into any sunset anytime soon.
Isn't it just like their training car or something?
I
Yeah,
don't.
it's like a training
I
car.
haven't. Yeah, I haven't
Mm.
looked at. I know they're sponsoring a vehicle. The set is coming out, and it's a female driver. So, but I think that's most of
I
F1.
believe it's a training car.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
We
that was
never
my
know.
take, at least on the sets.
I definitely agree with you on the 3-in-1s. I feel like the past couple years, 3-in-1 creator has just been knocking it out of the park. Not just one really good main build, but the alternate builds are just as good, sometimes if not better. Like what comes to mind is like the Rhino, great Rhino set. The Hippo is pretty good. The Walrus leaves a little bit to be desired, but the Hippo's great. The Rhino's great. We go back to like the Dragon. The Dragon. I know that's one of Scott's favorites this year.
Fantastic set.
And then like the
Fantastic.
panda, the penguin, and the
And
whales. That was a solid set altogether for the panda,
let's
penguin,
not
whale.
let's not knock Tudor either. Tudor is
Yeah.
technically, it's a creator modular. The Tudor
Mhm.
Yeah.
quarter was fantastic
Yeah.
Oh, the best one they've had. Best
in
one.
years. In
Best
years.
one in
Mhm.
years. Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, I think creator really, props to the creator team. He did a great job this year.
The
I
big.
think
Mhm.
sorry, go ahead, Kane,
I was
sorry.
just gonna say the biggest. I feel like the biggest ball drop was Star Wars. They really dropped the ball in it this year. I feel like there were some sets that were way overpriced than they had to be. Some build quality wasn't the great. Some minifigures were good, but some of the minifigures left a little bit more to be desired.
These are great.
But I just
Yeah.
feel like Star Wars probably had more misses than hits this year, and that's a big hit to Star Wars, honestly.
Yeah. Just
Scott, I
yeah.
I think your
Parts.
point sums up my thoughts on this exactly with Lego's portfolio is the non-licensed, like non-outside IP Lego stuff, like your Ninjagos, your Creator 3-in-1s. Those sets were phenomenal.
Great
Like
job.
when
Mhm.
they revealed the Ninjago Summer Wave,
Yeah.
and we saw the Temple Bounty and the Fire Knight mech and the Guardian, those blew people away.
I'm
Mhm.
looking at all of them right now.
They're outstanding.
Yes.
And
Yes.
the Creator 3-in-1s, like I feel like Creator 3-in-1, and I might be a little off here, but I feel like that Tiger set happened, and now people are paying attention to Creator 3-in-1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like crazy hot take. I think them putting a butthole on that tiger brought attention to Creator 3-in-1 in a way that they were not expecting.
Yes.
Because now everybody
Yes.
is monitoring those big Creator 3-in-1 sets because they're great and they're
Yes.
relatively inexpensive for phenomenal builds. And it's like and what then you look at the flip side of things, and you've got Star Wars and Marvel that I think Star Wars was in better shape than Marvel was.
Oh.
I think Star Wars had
I
a lot
agree.
more.
I
I think
agree.
Star Wars had a lot, like the Ultimate Collector Series Slave One, amazing. That's a great set.
Okay, that's true. Yes.
Like the
Yeah.
U-Wing was a great set. The V19 Torrent was a great set. There was a lot of really good Star Wars sets this year, but there was a lot of like Star Wars was like the bipolar cousin because there was phenomenal stuff and then there was hot garbage and there was like no in between. That's really what it felt like. And Marvel was we had a sprinkling of some good stuff, okay stuff, but there was a lot of bad and a lot of the IP sets we saw a lot of issues with incredibly overpriced offerings like the Juggernaut, the MTT, the Endgame Final Battle, like things like that, where it was just like, what? How are you pricing these?
Hmm.
Where are you getting these numbers from? And I like the fact that the superheroes theme continues to get the shaft in terms of everything goes to Marvel and DC gets nothing, and then like I feel like this year was a bigger issue with that because Superman comes out, Superman was amazing. At the time of this recording, the Superman movie is the was voted on IMDb and a bunch of other websites as the #1 favorite movie of the year was Superman, and there was no Lego tie-in for it. Like they dropped the
Yeah.
ball hard there.
It was a big miss.
And,
And like,
And just having the star,
Mhm.
we dredge on it, but really it is having the star of the movie come out and publicly beg you for a Lego set,
yes.
yeah.
the Superman IP, and
It's sad.
not being able to capitalize on that was sad. Just from
Mhm.
a
Maybe we
marketing
get some stuff
perspective.
next year. I don't know.
Adding to your point about the Creator 3-in-1, it does what Lego was intended to be. Like we talked about in past episodes where you used to have the instruction booklet for the main set, but then on the back it will show you different builds for that set. It's telling you take this set, build it, take it apart and build it again. That's what Creator 3-in-1's always been. And the fact now that all three builds are just phenomenal is great for Lego. But then adding on to the superheroes aspect, the lack of DC is just it's sad, especially with Superman himself saying, "Where is my Lego set?"
Oh, it's so frustrating.
Please,
And
Yeah.
Lego, make me a Lego.
like Marvel had more misses and hits this year. I'm admitting it. I'm wearing Marvel. Everyone knows I love Marvel. But they did. Like they had some hits like the CMF phenomenal. Having the first Into the Spider-Verse set, great. And they had some good sets here and there, but for the most part, there was
Quinjet
a
was great.
lot of misses. Like the To Train You
Yeah.
Just Built, great set.
Yeah,
Spot was a great
overpriced.
set.
That was one of the
The
few
prices was just it's insane. The prices have really gotten out of hand, especially with Marvel superheroes and Star Wars.
And Star Wars in particular, I am terrified for going into next year because I feel like the stuff we got this year was like that UCS Slave One, great.
Mhm.
Even the smaller Slave One, still like there's great builds that we're getting outside of you, Turbo Tank. Looking at you, you're just the ugly stepchild that no one's gonna remember when you die.
No, it will be remembered, just not well at all.
Yeah, we don't need to remember that one. But like I look at it and I go, Star Wars delivered some great looking builds and some great models that were so ridiculously priced that no one bought them.
The
And
U-Wing.
now that I look, we look at the rumors for next year for Star Wars, and like the January offerings look pretty solid so far. There's some good stuff in there, but the smart bricks are coming, and we know it.
Mhm.
We know this, and that to me, and this will be a video we'll try to do at some point. But is this the end of this line of Star Wars sets where they went on this killer run for almost 10 years of delivering great stuff?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And is this I think is this the beginning of the end of the second golden age of Star Wars?
I don't
I think it is.
I don't know if
But-
Star
but-
Wars will our Star Wars will never end,
I'm
but
not saying end.
we're
I'm
gonna
saying
go.
is
No.
I think
the
we're gonna go
beginning
into a
of
dark
the
period.
end
We're
of
gonna
their
go
being
into a dark
great.
period for sure.
They've never succeeded with any kind of technology anywhere. So
No.
the only place they have left to put it and try is Star Wars.
Oh, I didn't even
But
think about that.
it
It is
is
Border City
the
too.
most, it's the most asinine thing I have ever seen. It's so unnecessary.
Well,
I don't want my Lego to spy on me. I'm sorry.
yeah.
It's
We'll
just
pause on that because we're gonna get
foolish.
to the smart bricks at some point later on the line.
Well,
But
like
Yeah.
with Star Wars, I understand why they want to use Star Wars to do it. But all the other
Because
times it's been with Lego IP, so like they're probably wondering, oh, it's probably because Lego IP. Now they're like, oh, here's our cash for our Star Wars. Let's use that. It's gonna backfire on them.
again, yeah. Were there any themes that surprised anyone this year in terms of being like, wow, like this is a lot, but these offerings were a lot better than I expected, or I'm actually disappointed by the offerings we got from this because I have one off the bat that I'm honestly kind of disappointed by.
So I have an interesting take. Ideas. I like
Thank you.
seeing all the ideas getting through, and some of the sets that have come out have been great. But I feel like we're getting to a point where we're getting so many idea sets. Some people who might have been trying to collect every single idea set can't keep up. Like I love the Goonies set. I'm never gonna buy because it's so huge. Like I got the Game Boy. Love that set. It's almost a scale. It's perfect. I feel like there's some great hits with ideas, but some no one's gonna remember. No one's gonna remember Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory because it was released, what was it, October?
Yeah, October. And
It
it's
was a
already
great set.
it's already been on sale
the
3 or 4
problem.
times.
and it was this past weekend, it was 4 times points. Now, I will say though, I have bought so much less Lego this year
Yeah, so have I.
than, but Ninjago has gotten me with their extra adult sets,
Yeah, those
like
were
the
great.
Fire Mech and the Guardian Green Dragon. Those
Mhm.
are two of my favorite. And yeah, they're only for display, but they're amazing. And I like to see the nostalgia sets coming out. They're
Mhm.
going to bring in a different group of people or people that aren't buying as much Lego because maybe the other themes are disappointing.
Mhm.
But I
True.
do have the Goonies set. I do have Willy Wonka. I do like those sets. I made sure to get
Mhm.
because they had a place in my life.
Right.
So doing those nostalgic sets, I think for ideas, I like that. Now,
Mhm.
should they revamp how they do that whole thing? Yes.
Mhm.
Because if you're a social media person and you have a gajillion followers, you can submit anything and it's going to guarantee you 10,000.
Mhm.
Right.
I mean,
But,
the numbers in the review phases are getting ridiculous.
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
It
yes.
went from
Yeah,
like 20 to
why?
30 to over 100 and something.
And
And
that was a huge
that's
complaint in
yeah.
the people in the community this year was ideas needs to be fixed because there's too many projects getting through.
Yes.
Yes.
Like the first review phase for like the one that we covered a few weeks back, there was what 52 submissions in it.
Mhm.
And the one that just closed, there was like 140 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's
insane.
It's getting out of hand because like too many sets are getting approved and going through that like some of the like they're all great, they're all done great by Lego, they're great sets. Some people just aren't buying them because there are so many coming out.
And
Yeah.
my problem with so I was gonna say ideas was the theme for me this year that was honestly a letdown and disappointment because usually there's one or two idea sets a year where I'm like, wow, like that's outstanding.
Mhm.
That's incredible. The way they've taken this person's idea and they've translated it to an actual physical product is
Mhm.
amazing. There was nothing this year for ideas that made me say that. And that was sad because usually there's something with ideas where I'm like, that's sick. There was not one thing this year that made me like the Willy Wonka set is just sitting. No one's buying it.
Gizmo is sitting. I mean, a
Gizmo is
lot.
I
sitting.
haven't.
No one's
Yeah,
buying it.
I have not gotten Gizmo.
Yeah.
I
Like now on the flip side, a theme that very much surprised me is Sonic. Those Sonic sets are great.
well, the
Yeah.
figs are
They're amazing.
unreal. Yes.
Those mechas are awesome. I
And
Yeah.
really
they're
love those
and what I
mechas.
love about them is it's an IP theme. The sets are pretty much fairly priced, and they're fun. Like
Yes.
a little kid of me would look at that and go, "I that's fun. I
Yeah.
want to
Mhm.
play with this." Like that Sonic is that IP theme right now that is just that knows what it needs to be and it's firing on all cylinders, and I love it for that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think Sonic, uh, I saw this. I can't remember which mech it was, but I wanted it bad.
Mhm.
I think it was the Egg mech.
Yeah, the
What
Oh,
is
Eggman.
okay.
Yeah, the Eggman mech,
Mhm.
or one of the Doctor Robotnik mechs that I saw
Mhm.
this
I
year. I think it came
think
with Shadow, but it was fun and it was great, and it's kind of on my list for 2026 to go and grab it because I just think it would be a fun
Mhm.
build. I mean,
I
it's
think he's back there somewhere
he
because I
got
know I have
he's at
him.
the pretzel shop. He's lost somewhere. He's all right.
He's at the pretzel shop. Yeah.
He's good. He's good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sonic did great this year, and another one that I feel like is evolving, the Botanicals. The fact that
Yeah.
they are under their own line now. Now, it used to be just those little small little sets for like the roses. Now they got two different bouquets of roses this year. We got all like the mini plants in their own little pots, which is a great bonus. And they just keep coming out with different sets, and they all look phenomenal. I have not seen a botanical set that has missed.
Would you say
No,
they're
they're getting better.
would you say they're blooming, Kim?
Oh.
Really?
Okay, dad jokes.
You have hit dad jokes
I mean,
on
All
he's
every
right,
right
dad
though.
podcast.
Like
jokes.
I wanted one.
I've never seen a bad botanical set. And the
No.
fact that those like we've seen the last couple of years when like the Lego like year in review, like when they give the sales numbers and all that
Mhm.
stuff,
Yeah.
botanicals has been in the top 5 of best selling like themes every year.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
like They're amazing. They're
Yes.
so good.
There's not a bad botanical set.
No, and it's creativity at its finest. I
And
mean,
It
every
is.
time I hear about like, oh, there's one rumor, and I'm like, what crazy piece are they gonna recolor and use to make a shape
Right.
here? Like, I'm always excited to see that.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like they're making new colors, they're
Yes.
recoloring things. They're making new colors. They're like these people that are on the botanicals team are coming up with so many amazing build techniques, and they just keep looking better.
Yes.
And you can get them for anybody. Men put them in their offices, plants, women do it, wives for Christmas, like, and Valentine's. It's an all around
It is.
really
it's a yeah.
They appeal
perfect
to
team.
everybody.
Yeah.
And I know someone who's very, very allergic to pollen. Can't
Oh.
have any of it in her house. She loves these things because she can finally have
Yeah.
flowers in her house.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
you
so
have to.
vibrant and colorful.
They're vibrant, they're colorful. She can put them up on high shelves, and people are like, "Oh, look, those are pretty baskets of flowers," and they have to get close to say, "Oh my God, it's Lego."
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
to
It's
her, she
crazy
uses
good.
it to to lighten up her room with different colors, with a lot of different colors, and
Mhm.
it's now become a hobby of hers too. So it's I don't have a
Yeah.
problem with botanicals at all. I think it's a great
No.
addition,
They're
Yeah.
fantastic.
and they had
Yeah.
a great year.
I think the pricing of sets also needs to be addressed.
Ugh.
We
Stop.
saw a lot of expensive sets this year. I think that's what probably has turned some people off from
Mhm.
things is like elephant in the room is obviously the Death Star. That was
Yep.
the first $1,000 set. It has sold pretty well because people
Yeah.
are still buying it and going nuts. And that's
That
probably
that makes me mad.
then it's
I'm
because it's going to
I,
show them people will willing to spend that much and they'll make more things like that in the future.
so yes, I'm mad that there is a $1,000 set. Look, I understand some of the other Star Wars sets were 800, and the
600, 500. Like there was always like
all, but
100 at some point.
the
Yeah.
$1,000, first of all, if people are going to buy it, it's going to, yes, give them the authority to keep raising the prices and
Mhm.
pricing other people out.
Yes.
Second, it's not even like it's a lot about the price, but the space.
Yes.
$1,000 sets and up, because there's gonna be more
I don't
at
know
this
when we'll
point.
see that, but we'll definitely see another one at some point.
That's a really
Yeah.
good point because
But
like it's
Um,
not
where are you
only
gonna put it?
exactly it's
Where?
not
I'm
just
a,
the $1,000
I'm a
price tag. Like people buy like we've all bought like within a year $1,000 worth of sets, but we can
Oh
spread
yeah.
those out. They're smaller
Yes.
sets. Whereas
Yep.
with the $1,000 set, the amount of space that'll take up, that's just
Yep.
not gonna be feasible for collecting Lego. Like I'm really glad they went with Star Wars instead of Marvel because I would have bought it and I would have had no idea where I'm putting it. Like
Yeah.
thank God I got this shelf over here to fit the two towers that I have.
And
I
those
don't know what I would do in
together
the future.
are those together aren't even 1,000.
Exactly.
they're what
And
3.8? They're what 880 there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know-
Retail
500.
880, yes, because Bugle's retired now, but
Yeah.
I mean, if I look at one shelf of what I have, even of expensive stuff, maybe
Mhm.
it's $1,500, and that's an entire IKEA shelf full of 3, 6, 8, 9, 11 sets.
mhm.
$1,000 for one set that I don't have anywhere to put. Like,
It's gonna
I
set a bad
mean,
precedence.
like we struggle for space enough as AFOLs. And space in our wallet is very easy to come by because it's empty.
Mhm.
But
Well,
like,
I mean, just for the
you know,
same sake of it, if what is rumored next year is true,
if it's good enough, I still don't think that would be over 8.
I don't
I
know.
just can't see
But
it.
I have to figure out where I'm going to put it because I'm going to
Right,
need to buy
yes.
it. I
Well,
need
it'll go in the my medieval area way over there.
Oh, I know, but
I'll fit. No,
They're
but yeah.
talking about Minas Tirith. If anyone hasn't figured it out yet.
but
Quiet,
the
don't
thing
tell
that
the secrets. No.
the thing that
Yes.
bugs me is I didn't buy hardly any sets this year, really, except for like really, really good sales.
Me too.
I did Mox more. That's bothering me to the point where I had heard the rumors starting. I started saving in September, just
Yeah, because
literally like shoving money aside to make sure because I know it's probably gonna be more than Big Blue behind Cam. And then my other
yeah.
problem is where am I gonna put the damn thing?
Instead of they're worth $5. $5.
Well, another thing
Right.
that's surprising me is thinking about it like with Lego. One thing that I really miss is like the calendars, because that's when I will like plan out when I'm going to the Lego store
Yeah.
to buy gift for purchases. But
Right.
like the rumor, like I don't know if it was confirmed or not, but the reason they got rid of the calendar is they want to promote just going to the Lego store more often, whenever you want, stuff like that. That is having the opposite effect by having these giant sets. You buy the set, it's like for some people, they would buy the Death Star. That's their set for the year.
Yeah.
People aren't going to be going to the Lego store as frequently as much if all the sets are expensive because
Correct.
either one, they're intimidated by the price and they don't want to get too deep into Lego, or they buy a big set, take a long time to build it, and then 6 months later they might buy another set or they might not.
Look,
Yeah.
I love a big set. I
Mhm.
love my
too.
favorite thing. My absolute favorite thing is when I open a big Lego set, and inside that box, there's another box.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
And
it's
and
awesome.
Such a
every
great feeling.
time,
Tipping
every
it
time
over,
it
everything
happens,
falling out.
Yeah.
and then a
It's such a
box.
fun feeling. You get a giant
But
box with a bunch of other sets.
but I'll when that happens, I will yell upstairs to my wife. I'll be like, "Hey, what's my favorite?" She'll be like, "A box inside a box." I'm like, "Yes," and it is. So I love a big set, but $1,000 set all in one shot is not like I look. No lie. I'll probably spend at least $1,000 on January, but that's another.
That's
But
different.
that's a
So
bunch of different sets. That's not
yes,
one
That's
set.
not one
that is
set.
another.
stuff.
So and it makes it feel more worth it.
It does.
Yes.
You feel
So
more bang for your buck. It's not one set. It's
And-
going to be 20,
Oh, I
25
know.
sets.
Like I
Right.
have no doubt that I'm gonna
it's
spend
actually like 9, but
I'm
yeah.
gonna be dropping like $300-400 on January 1st. But you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be able to walk in the door and I'm gonna be like, one for you, two for me, two more for
Right,
me.
yeah.
You know,
Right.
I'll have
Right,
that
yes.
bulk.
I feel like
I'll have that
Yes.
metric to sit,
Oh,
not
yeah.
just
And-
here is thump.
And
Like,
Cam, like
Right,
you and
yeah.
I also, Cam, when we did the Christmas list video, like
yes,
it was hard for us to find sets that were cheap
below
for our
100.
like stocking stuff because there
Yes.
really wasn't many this year. They
There
didn't
wasn't.
do a lot.
I feel like there were more sets above like 75 and higher than
Yeah.
there were below. Like that used to never be the case. Like where's all the play scale sets? Where's all the cheap sets where you go into a Lego store? Mommy, I want a set. Oh, here's a $10 set. Here you go. Now here's a $25 set. Here's a 30. Here's a $40 set. It's getting out of hand. There's more expensive sets than there are cheap sets.
I mean,
And I
this,
feel
this
like
also this is an indictment against their polybags too.
Yes.
Their polybags have been terrible.
Like,
Like,
the
if
poly
you-
game needs to get better.
The poly needs to step up his game. We don't need Spider-Man and Venom 3 times a year.
Oh my God.
I'm spending more time looking on Amazon because even with the points that
The
you
points
get
are
from
starting to
buying
feel
the
less
Lego,
worth it.
if I'm going to get 20% off on Amazon, I'm getting 4 times points. I'm still like, so I'm looking for other sales in other places than from directly from Lego. I think Lego should pay attention to that.
This year, more than any, has taught me to be more patient with my Lego purchasing.
Yes.
Instead of like the past few Augusts, I went nuts. August was my big buy of the year. It wasn't January, it was August. And I used to go insane and have giant, fill up my kitchen table with sets when I took a big picture. Now, I can't even remember what I bought in August. Like I'm timing them better. I'm trying to do smaller purchases.
You were in
wait for
Virginia.
discounts.
We were in Virginia,
for
but
Virginia.
You were in Virginia, brother. You didn't go to the
we
store.
were in Virginia
Oh,
August
yeah,
1st. We
that
couldn't get
helped
near a
me.
store.
We could
How-
we went to DC instead.
Yeah. Thank
I
God
mean,
we
how
did
many-
that.
How many times, like, we all 4 of us go to the Lego store
Mhm.
on the first of the month. And it's a big group, and it used to be literally 10 out of the 12 months
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'd be
Yeah.
going. How many times have we all seen each other this year? Four?
Twice.
Twi-
For
yeah.
Twice.
mhm.
I went
Yeah, you've
January
gone
1st and
less.
I
Yeah.
went January, I went March, and I skipped May. I didn't even do
And
May.
I
Usually
mean,
I
and
do May for
yeah.
Star Wars, but I
Have I
didn't
been to
even do
any
it.
of them besides January?
You had to
No,
have.
you were there with me for one.
You guys did Arkham, didn't you?
No,
Gina
the
and I did
You
JJ
two
Arkham.
and
did
Me
Oh
and
yeah,
Arkham.
so I
JJ
did
did
3 then.
Arkham. Yeah.
But all
I
4 of
was
us, it's been like 2.
it's
Yeah, how many times have we all four been together plus
All four,
everybody
I
else
think
in our group?
January. I think
It's
January.
just January.
I don't think anything beyond January. I don't think we've
That
all
was
been
it.
together.
Right.
I don't
And
I
it,
like I said, I didn't buy sets this year. I bought
Mhm.
pieces, I
right.
bought parts.
I really didn't like. I mean, I was finishing the cave, so there's
But
that.
it's
But
funny you bring up. I feel like we've talked enough about sets and prices. I feel like we should kind of move on to like conventions a little bit, just because that was a big part of this year. Like JJ, Gina, and I did Brick World Chicago. JJ, Scott, and I did Brick Fair Virginia. We did
Brick
Brick
Universe.
Universe, we
Universe,
did Empire
Empire
BrickCon.
BrickCon. Like those were a lot of fun, and I love doing the conventions. Like I was really in the groove for this year. Like we got to convention season, and it didn't stop. It felt like until Empire BrickCon.
It was honestly it was fun to be around people who share your passion
Yes.
because then
Yes.
it energizes you and it motivates you.
Mhm.
Because it used to be just the general thought of Lego and
Mhm.
trying to get things that didn't happen this year.
Mm-mm.
For one reason or another, there was no love from Lego as far as generating passion. Besides the obvious, I must get my modular on January 1st if I want to live. Um,
I
You mean this upcoming January?
every January
Yeah,
1st, if I want to
or you
live,
die.
I need to get the modular.
I will say
That
when it comes to the conventions, um, Brick Universe and Brick Fair are both going to hold a very special place in my heart. Um, with Brick Universe being the place where I debuted the Batcave after it was
Mhm.
finished, after 3 years of building it and finally having it done. And then again, I know I don't I got a small thing I'd like to say about Brick Fair was when I was 14 years old and I first learned of Brick Fair, I wanted to go. That was always the dream was to go to Brick Fair. And I told myself I was not going to go to Brick Fair until I had a build I was proud enough of to go and display there. So the minute I was getting close to finishing the Batcave, it was this is the year I go to Brick Fair.
Mhm.
Let's go. And the fact that I got to bring this build that I was so incredibly proud of and not only be nominated for an award, but also to win one, literally brought me to tears. And Cam knew it. Like he literally
Yes,
watched
I
me
was there
cry
when it
on the
happened.
floor because
you
I couldn't.
worked so hard on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yes,
oh yes.
you won awards wherever that thing went, and it
Yes.
deserved to win
Literally.
awards.
And like from the deepest like depths of my heart, like thank you to everybody who supported it. Like Cam for helping build a couple, helping me build a few pieces of it. Like Scott, Paul,
Transporting.
Ben, everybody who was helping move it.
Nobody asked me for anything.
Josh, like
You didn't come along. You came along with them.
yeah, right.
I would yeah.
You were
Like-
you came with us down to Brickworld, which was fun in itself. Like, no offense at all, JJ. Loved helping you with the Batcave. I
Yeah.
am so glad it did not come to Chicago. That
Cam,
would have been
do
a
you remember?
nightmare.
Oh
We sat
God.
there and we walked into the hall at Chicago.
Yes.
And the first thing I said to Cam was, son of a bitch, I should have brought the Batcave.
And I turned right back to you. I'm like,
Yep.
thank God we did not bring it, because that would have been insane.
First of all, props
would've-
to Ben. He would have fallen asleep on it because he fell asleep
Oh
on the
Oh my
Disney
God.
show.
Stop.
Love
like,
Ben.
I love doing
Shout out
little-
to Sleepy Ben.
Yes.
I was glad to start off with Brick Universe because I feel like that was our Lug Super Bowl.
Yep.
But for the
Yeah,
convention season,
it
it was a
is.
great way to start the convention season for us in general, just because we're familiar with the area where we have people supporting us, and it got the ball rolling to then go to Chicago, like me going to Chicago with my Brickheads and getting all the positive comments on those at Brick Universe and then Brick World Chicago and then Virginia. It was a great start to the season with Brick Universe just because so much happened.
Yeah.
JJ winning awards on it,
People's choice.
People's Choice. It was a great start to the season, and then having gone to Brickworld Chicago as a visitor, as a spectator, 2 years prior to then going as a displayer myself. I never thought that I was going to display at Brickworld Chicago.
And having such a
Because
great experience that we're going back.
we're going back
Yeah.
because of all the people that we met. It did great. Like our channel we're almost at 500, and just to interact with people in a different capacity outside just being a spectator, but being a part of the actual show was such an awesome feeling. And then scoring great at the garage sales is just a bonus on top.
You and your freaking Rancor pit guy.
1 year I will make Chicago.
And we will be there with you, sir.
Yes.
You're not going this year?
It runs against another day of the year that I must be present with my family if I want to live.
I'm fighting
That is
for
why
it.
you
Father's
bring
Day?
your
Fighting for
family
it.
with you.
No.
Or you just leave
They
on
won't do that.
Saturday.
No.
No.
Leave
They
on
will-
Saturday.
I'm not driving all night Saturday night to be home for Sunday because I'll just
No, you
time.
leave Saturday morning.
So then what's the point of even coming to Brickworld Chicago?
I
Thank
left.
you.
Exactly.
No, I didn't leave till Sunday.
You left Sunday.
I left Sunday
Oh,
morning.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I will say, when it comes to conventions, we met so many great people
Yes.
in Chicago and Virginia specifically.
Mhm.
I feel like Empire, which Empire was amazing. The first time
Yes.
that show's ever gone on.
Oh, yeah.
Massive smashing success.
Yes.
Credit to everybody who helped set that up and get
Mhm.
that involved. It was amazing. I think for me, Chicago and Virginia held more weight because for us, that was a convention full of a majority of people that we had no idea who they are.
True.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
we walked
And they're two of the
away-
largest conventions of the year.
Yeah. We
Look,
walked
it-
away from Chicago having we walked away from Chicago and Virginia, and we did an incredible collaboration with This or That Star Wars
Yes.
with Finn, Stone, Matty Ice, and Rob. Those guys are awesome. I know people
Mhm.
crap on them, but like I love those guys. They're so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And getting to hang out with them in Chicago and spend
Mhm.
time with them was
Yes.
awesome. Like they really come over and they were like
They were
Just-
so
they
enthralled
were
in our
just
builds.
shooting it with us, and it
Yep.
was great.
Mhm.
Crispy Bricks, meeting him
Yes.
in Virginia and developing a nice relationship with him, and then he comes on for Time Capsule. That was great. And then, I mean, I think my personal favorite collaboration here was getting to work with LJ with our
Yes,
Bionicle videos. Like
definitely.
getting to meet him was awesome because like
And to film that final video with him too.
yeah, doing those 3 videos leading up to it. Then he was like, "Hey, let's do the last one in Virginia when you guys are down there." I'm like, "That's awesome." And for me, having grown up following almost said TOT again, following TTV and being a fan of LJ for years, and then getting to work with him and like being able to kind of say like, "Yeah, like we're friends with LJ, like we're
Yeah.
gonna work with him again." Like spoiler alert, LJ is gonna be back on here at some point. If you loved
Yes.
him, you should. We'll see him soon. Like. We met a lot of great creators, and not just big YouTubers or whatnot. Like
Mhm.
we met a lot of people that don't have social media followings.
Right.
Like the kid in Chicago who built the medieval layout that had running water features.
Yes.
was
Oh my
crazy.
god, that was,
That was so
amazing.
That was
cool.
wild. That
That was awesome.
100%.
Was that in the video? Was that in the vlog?
Yes.
That was in the video.
We videoed him.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, would you
For
like
real
walk us? He goes,
water.
"Yeah, of course.
Yes.
He
That
was
that
water.
was the most
Water,
impressive
water.
mock I have ever seen in my entire life, and I will
Touch it.
100%.
Water.
I need to go
Being-
watch this vlog.
Being able to
Running
work
water.
with ACOB a little bit, like to use their
Yep.
stage for Brooklyn
Yeah.
to do our first live episode. Such a great feeling. Meeting a bunch of people that I've met online before getting to Chicago, getting to like Pink Ice, Rune, seeing Holly,
Yeah.
Ostrich, Gaming Night, like seeing friends I've made online at these
Mm-hmm.
conventions is just such a fulfilling feeling.
Like, yes, the builds are cool at these conventions, but it's really interacting with people. It's getting to interact with a lot of these people in the community and these people that you meet and getting to talk to them about their stuff. And that's really what makes these conventions so awesome. Is
Yes.
that
Oh
these
yeah. Oh,
happen.
definitely. Yes.
And
And-
from my perspective, just getting to hang out with you guys more
Yeah.
Yes.
at this stuff,
Absolutely.
like doing things that are not lug meetings or events.
Yes.
Going to DC was
Going to
fun.
DC,
Yes.
you
DC
know,
was such a blast.
speed walking the Smithsonian, which
Gina,
might I
we got
say,
to see Sue.
yeah,
Yes.
We did get to see Sue in
yes,
Chicago.
Yes.
But like
I-
we have made it more than just conventions. We've made trips out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, if you go there, like technically the convention is a weekend, but
True.
in Chicago at least, because I didn't go to Virginia,
Virginia,
and now
same thing.
now we
Yeah.
don't even know where Virginia is going to be.
Yeah, we'll talk about
But-
that in a second.
But you know, Chicago, we were there Wednesday.
Yeah. We got there
And-
Wednesday.
like it gives you time to see the city a little bit. Sometimes a lot of bit stuck on the
Oh,
road, but
2
Hey,
hours.
hey,
Hey.
oh,
who
it's
drove
fine,
that?
whatever.
Who drove
Two
that? I did.
hours.
Listen,
There's 2
we
seasons in Chicago, okay? There's winter and construction.
Yes.
have to get used to it.
we had fun in the car. It was fine.
Yes.
But like even like you guys
Mhm.
did your marketing stuff for the channel and all that. I just walked around. I knew there was a few people that I really wanted to meet and say hi to,
Mhm.
but for the most part, I was the dumbass that was starstruck and was like looking at YouTube people like they were
Yeah.
like Cameron Diaz and like Pink and Drew Barrymore, and I was like, I can't talk to these people because like no.
It was
And
cool getting that behind the scenes, getting there Wednesday to interact with these people before the
yes.
actual show. Like
And it
you being able
was,
to interact with like tacos, for example.
oh my God. Yeah, no,
It was a
Tacos was
blast.
amazing.
I will
Tacos was great. And I
I
hope
will
I see her next year.
I will go to Chicago for one reason and one reason only. I will find
Tacos.
Jang. No, I
Jang
will
doesn't
Jang.
go.
Jang doesn't
He
go.
doesn't
I
go.
will
Jang
find
doesn't go.
Jang. I
He
don't
doesn't
care.
Please
go.
don't
You-
say you're going to stalk
Wait.
Jang publicly.
I'm not gonna
No.
stop. I'm not
His
gonna
house?
stalk
Stop. All right,
Jang.
let's cut
You're
this
gonna
off
go to
before
his
it gets
house?
any further.
I'm gonna
No,
send a
stop.
message to
No,
Jang. I'm gonna be
stop.
like, no, I talk to Jang all the time. I'm gonna send a message to Jang. I'm
Oh.
like, I'm coming to town. We're going to Portillo's or something.
Oh,
You
he
know,
lives out there.
He lives
lives
out
in
there.
Chicago.
So,
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
don't
no,
know.
I'm
Okay.
I've always jokingly said because I am like I've always said I'm friends with the Twitch Lego community. They all go to Chicago. Yes, that's cool, but I just want to meet and hang out with Jang because Jang is just the best conversationalist too.
He's
Yeah.
nice. He's such a wholesome
Mhm.
guy.
It's a cool dude.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
when it comes to conventions, I think all the ones we went through this year were fantastic.
Yes.
What scares me now is what's going to happen to Brick Fair. I mean, for people who don't know, the Dulles Expo Center, which used to be a Walmart, which was then converted into a was converted into a convention center. Brick Fair a couple years ago signed a new deal to be there long term, and then the owner of the property turned around and sold the building to IKEA, and now it's no longer a convention center, and it's going to be an IKEA instead. As of right now, the fate of Brick World is up. Brick Fair is up in the air entirely. We really don't know what's going to happen. As of right now, we are just going to Chicago. Brick Fair is probably not happening next year just because we literally have no idea if it's going to happen or not.
We're gonna have Brick Universe. We're gonna do Brick World Chicago again, and then Empire Brick Con should be happening. We're waiting for official details, but that's
So
all I'm
I mean,
hoping.
if I can float an idea, maybe we'll go to Bricks and a Six.
That's a
What about
possibility.
Brick?
Fun.
What about where is that one?
Bricks and a
Toronto.
Six, Toronto,
Toronto.
just outside of
Though,
Toronto.
I mean,
On the
there
other
is
side?
there
On the
is
other
the
side, eh?
factor of somebody's getting married soon, so he's gonna be saving for a wedding.
And maybe I don't do that, but
Well, no, if
I-
we can get the room cheap, eh?
I,
Eh?
I mean,
Yeah, he said
I've always heard good things about Brick Rodeo
I've heard-
too.
I've heard great things. There's a lot of great shows that we haven't
Yes.
done, and we probably
Yes.
will at some point in time.
Mhm.
But I think for me, the biggest thing in terms of conventions was just the news that the home, like Brick Fair's home, is gone,
Yeah.
and
That
we
is
don't
sad.
know. We don't know if we know for a fact because we have heard the Todd, the gentleman that runs Brick Fair, has been telling people they are currently trying to lock down a new venue for that. Like they're not sure if it's going to happen or not. They may be forced to take a year off. We don't know. Like
Yeah.
it's all in the air until they say, "Hey, this is the plan." We have no idea what's happening. But I think we all just hope
Mhm.
that Brick Fair sticks around because I would hate to see I will really be very sad if the Brick Fair we just attended and
Mhm.
it ends up being the final Brick Fair ever.
I don't want it to be
That-
the first and last one I go to.
I don't think
That
it
would
will be.
suck. Well,
That
I
would be
mean,
really bad.
there's another brick fair now in
There is the Fredericksburg one.
the Fredericksburg one, and there's the other that's not Chantilly.
Yeah.
That's
the
on the
Chantilly
other-
one's the
There's the
best
Pennsylvania one and the Virginia one, so we can
Yeah.
try and hit.
Virginia's the big one though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think we all have nothing but glowing things to say about the
Yeah.
conventions this past
Loved
year.
them this
They were
year.
they were
Great
great.
highlights of the
It was
year.
great.
Was
I went to
Um,
one. It was my first one. It was a rough start. It was a
Mhm.
long drive.
Fair.
That
But,
was a
I
long
mean,
drive.
You
in-
beat us
in-
there too.
Well, I left at like 5:15 in the morning.
Yeah, someone
and
had to
I
come pick
had-
me up.
I had
And I get
nobody
Ben.
with me. So I was like, okay, I'm driving for days till I have to pee, and then I'll pee, and then I'm driving for days till I get that. It makes it easier when you're all on your
It
own
does
because
make it
you
easy when
don't,
you're on your
yeah.
own.
But I beat you there, but I don't think I actually went in the building till about a little before you were there anyway. But it was all in all, it was really good, and I'm excited to go back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Excited to go back. It'll be a different experience now that, everybody's a little more familiar.
That's
It'll
a
be Cameron's
long,
third.
a long drive.
It's a long
Yes.
drive.
It's a
Long
long
drive.
drive. It's you know what though? It's
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we'll switch gears here to our final main segment with the discussion is Lego community
Mhm.
and how what happenings in the community from this past year. I think the big one was people really just turning on the LAN come the Death Star.
Yes.
I think that was
Yeah.
in my opinion, that was I had seen some people complain about people on the land before, and some people like here and there, like people that had been offboarded from the land complaining about how poor it was and things. And you hear that all the time. We heard that, and not all the time, but we heard it in spurts. And then the Death Star reveal happened, and like minutes after that stream ended, here's 25 to 30 people that already have it built, and they're talking about how amazing it is. And they're just and it like a literal crap storm erupted because of it.
I think it that was like the spark on the match, but the gas fumes were the turbo tank.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
turbo tank
Yeah,
was
but
bad too.
I think for the LAN, I think Lego did the LAN dirty when it came to the Death Star because I
Yeah.
think they just did it and they knew that the LAN members were going to catch all the heat. They knew the LAN members were going to get like bombarded with hate, and they didn't care. For lack
It's
of better words, like
I don't think
they were
I
just
don't
like,
think it was
here you go, and they are going to say what they're going to say, and some did say no, it's not worth it, or if you love this, great. If you don't, great, then don't buy it, wait. But I think that Lego let the land take a lot of the heat for that
Yeah.
Death Star,
Mhm.
that they just were like, here you go, guys. Great. Have a good day.
No,
Thanks.
it
Like,
really
It was.
it's like it's
Yeah.
like they set up lawn chairs next to a nuclear reactor and said, "You guys sit
Yes.
there. We're going to be over here behind the lead shield."
I think a
Yeah.
big
Right.
part of it was it's the non-land members. It's evolved from just jealousy of, oh, I want those sets, to like, to them, like it feels like it's not fair that these land members get these $1,000 sets and I'm stuck buying it, because it comes back to the Death Star that we talked about earlier. It's that $1,000 set, and the
Yeah.
fact that the land members get it for free. Yes, they have to work for it and be a part of land and do work
Okay.
with it, but that's where it boils down to. It's the price, it's the fact that they got it for free, but in a sense, it's not free. They
It's
have to
not
work for it.
free.
They work
Think
for it.
about how much time some of these creators
Mhm.
spent building, filming, reviewing,
Editing.
editing, and doing. And if you break it all down into hourly, are they even making like
The
$10 an hour?
the
Like
bigger
it,
names, yes. The
Yeah.
bigger names, yes.
maybe yes, but it's not free.
No, it's not.
Like I went to accounting at a college for like one semester or two semesters, and the biggest thing that I learned was Tinstaffel, which is there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Yes.
Right.
Everything that is free is not free. Somebody somewhere had to do something to be able to give you this or give you that.
Right.
So they might get these sets, but they still, unless they're like crap and all they and I don't watch all the land members, but unless all they do is like this short form, this is what I got. Here it is. Great. Yay. Thumbs up. 30-second reel. The time they put into it is not easy.
And a big
No.
thing I think people forget is all these videos that the land people make, It's not necessarily for your typical AFOL or your typical fans of Lego. It's for non-Lego fans to try and draw them in to bring in other
Yes.
people as well. It's not just for the
That,
typical Lego
that's the
fan.
conclusion we made in our land video a few months back. But Gina, I think to your point, I'm gonna slightly tweak it. I don't think Lego knew what they were doing. I think it's just this is business as usual when we have a big set come out.
Hmm.
We give it to our main players, they have it ahead of
Yes.
time, they make the review, they have everything ready to go. We reveal the set, and now here's all the reviews. And I think with the Death Star, it just pissed people off
Yeah.
because it was
Hmm.
here's this
Because it was
$1,000 set.
$1,000.
The review
Yep.
stream happens, and now there's 50 videos from 50 different people that are all like the same. Guys, look at this new thing I have, and it's like people got sick of it. And this is
Yeah.
the first time I've pretty much almost like unanimously seen the community just unite on one topic.
Oh
Yes.
And
yeah.
it was just like anti-land, we hate this.
Hmm.
And you're right though. The land people that make these videos and this content, it's not all on them. Like there are some that I will say 100% they make bad content.
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
throw that out there, 100%. And
Yep.
there are some that I'm not going to name because I'm not that kind of person. But there are some that I really don't like because their content drives me nuts because it feels lazy and it feels like they sent me something for free and I'm just goofing around with it and that's all I
Yeah.
get. And I'm just talking great because I can talk great because I have no stake in the game. But there's
Mhm.
others that I do really like that are not like that. And there was, and there was a couple with the turbo tank. Perfect example. I will name one person was David Hall, Solid Bricks. He got the turbo tank and he let them have it for how
Yeah.
bad that was.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then in his Q&A video,
Mhm.
someone's like, "Are they going to boot you because you talked bad about this?" And he said, "No, they're open to criticism if
Right.
you criticize it in a constructive way," which he very much did.
Mm.
And I think the problem is he has a very good way with words and explaining things. And I think other people don't. And so they just like, here's the set. What do you think about it?
Mhm.
No, 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 no. That is not what you are here to do. And that's what people were getting really mad about was it's either this is great, look at this cool new thing, or it's here are the things about it. What do you think? Like, no, you're the ambassador. You're supposed to give
Right.
us
Yes.
your opinion, not just blanket statement. And that's what a lot of the post the Death Star have been doing. And the heat on them has not died down at all. Like it is still going.
I
Okay,
feel
but
like a silver
let-
lining from it all is I didn't know this before all this happened, but I was able to learn because everybody review bombed all these sets, right? They went to Lego website and did a
Not the
bunch of
Death Star.
one-star
They review
reviews.
bombed the turbo tank
The
though.
turbo tank. Like a
Yeah.
lot of sets got one-star review bombed on Lego website. I learned that Lego doesn't look at those reviews.
No.
They want to hear from the surveys on the back of the instructions. That's where they get their most feedback from. Like that's where they want because they know the person actually has a set. They're not just going to take somebody review bombing it just to review bomb it.
okay, but let's fault Lego for the way that they give their LAN ambassadors information.
Yes.
Let's take the new
Mhm.
Star Trek Enterprise set. Do you know how, like, I'm not a Star Trek
Trek.
person, but do you know how many people couldn't pronounce the names of the
Oh.
characters, the
None of them
figs,
could.
the
No,
stuff? Now, Alex
waste.
Nunes, no, I'll
Love
name
Alex Nunes.
Alex
He's
Nunes.
awesome.
He is a Trekkie through and through. He knew he knew how to pronounce everything. Why doesn't Lego provide their LAN members with a packet with information on the set or the theme? Or why are they sending the theme to people that don't know anything about it?
Or
So-
don't
Or
care at
if
all
they
about the
do,
IP.
Mhm.
so at least say, okay, look, I don't know much about this IP like Jang does. I'm going to review this as a Lego fan and the quality and the build and whatever, and not a fan or a super knowledgeable person of the
Mhm.
IP. But Lego needs to provide the LAN members with something
Yeah.
about these IPs
Mhm.
so that they can at least not sound ignorant.
And not look like a bunch of clowns.
So
Right.
part of that too, as I understand it, when you join the LAN as as a recognized Lego fan media, they ask you to fill out a form of areas that you are particularly interested in.
Yes.
So you're not going to get Now imagine it though if they lumped in
But that's a theme.
yeah, but that's what I mean is they lump in anything from that theme. So yeah, people might not know, but in the same sense too, there's a lot of maintenance on the fact that you're going to have to, and there's a lot of potential damage for leaks if you put out to the fan to the network and say, hey, look, we've got these possible themes coming up. Would you be interested in it? I mean, we saw what happened a couple of years ago with that survey
Mhm.
that
All
happened.
of them came out.
Yeah, all of them
All
came
of them
out,
came
and
out because of the
Yeah.
blowback from it.
that's
Like,
the
Yes.
huge crackdown of leaks started really happening.
yeah,
But
because they basically they showed their hand for the next 2 years.
Mhm.
but give the land members something. Give them something, some kind of information, some kind of pronunciation,
How about just give them
something.
the option? Are you comfortable
Something.
talking about this
Yeah,
this
do you
IP?
want, or do you know nothing about it? And but or if you don't and they've given it to you, just state, I have no idea what I'm talking about. This is literally just me as a Lego fan, and I'm reviewing this set,
Mhm.
and this is what I think about this, and I'll try to not trash these people's names and these characters' names, like, but they need to do better with how they treat the land
They should.
and how they give the land info to portray to not the land's opinions on what they're getting, but just the
Mhm.
information that they give us.
I get it.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, as a community, we could just be a little not necessarily nicer, but like the people in land did not deserve what they got. But
No.
at this end of the day,
Not
like
all
they
of
need to
them.
not all of them,
Not
not
all
all
of
of
them.
them. But at the end of the day, some of them should understand that like there is a bit of jealousy, there is a bit of animosity where they're like, oh, why do you get the set and I don't? Like there is that. It's a hard balancing act, and at the end
Those
of the
people are
day,
just jealous.
exact. There's jealousy and
Yes.
there's like lack of knowledge
The
because
people
they
who
don't know what they
legitimately
do to do it.
the people who
Right.
legitimately got upset because they're like the people who were not upset because these guys are just getting this for free, this is dumb, and the ones who were more of I'm seeing the same thing from 50 different people. None of this is they it feels like cookie cutter.
Exactly.
Like that those
Yes.
guys are like this like I missed when the land was smaller and
I
you
think they
had
let too
like
many people in.
not even that.
Yes.
But not like I don't mind there's a lot of people. But what I don't like is that everybody covers everything.
It's watered
There's
down.
no like I miss when there was people like I love the fact that Solid Bricks still pretty much only gets Star Wars stuff from them. That
Yeah.
is his niche. He covers it. When M&R was in the lug, the lug. When he was in the land, he only covered Star Wars stuff for the most part, outside of a couple other things. That's all he covered. And I like when you have people in there that are like that. That's like this is my niche.
And
I'm
they're
going to cover
experts.
this. That's
And you
it.
can you can trust their opinion because it's
Mhm.
not just
That's all they
Yes.
talk
they're
about.
building it because it's been sent to them. If this is
Yes.
because they are
Asked
experts in
for
this
it. They
area.
wanted it.
Yeah.
They know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I trust the opinions of land members doing reviews more when it is something that they would have gone out to buy anyway. If
Mhm.
it's something
Yes.
that they very clearly it's I would not have bought this had I not been given it or
Or if
touched
it
it.
was on sale, or
Yes.
if it was extra
Right.
points, or and
I
a lot of people aren't even thinking the points are worth it
no.
anymore because
No.
you're just getting points that are going towards more Lego that's more
Yep.
expensive, and and so yeah, unless it's on sale, and
Mhm.
that goes back to what I said about I'm looking a lot on Amazon
Mhm.
Right.
for 20% or more
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, Target not so much, given that, they're a little shaky with their pricing lately.
Well, it's
They're
again,
raising
it's
RJ.
before they drop them. So
but I mean, and really, we could do a whole episode on bargain hunting and how to
Yes.
bargain hunt and
yes,
how
That'd
to
be
get the
fun
best bang
actually.
for your buck.
yes.
We'll
'Cause
save that for
I've
another episode.
I've made that a science, but yeah, it's become a lot more of a value game
Mhm.
in the last year. It really has. Their
Yeah.
pricing model is out of control. Um, the problem I have is that people keep freaking buying it no matter how overpriced it
Right.
is.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
It's what do you think you are getting for the value that you're spending?
Yes.
And the more people that just have the disposable income to do
Just buy whatever they want.
Right.
is
I
yeah.
wish I could do that.
Yeah, right. Don't we all?
well,
But
JJ,
I
what do you got
mean,
for final thoughts there? Because we
Yeah,
gotta.
so let's go on final thoughts here. So, how do we all feel as though 2025, the year 2025 for Lego is going to be remembered going forward into 2026? I will pitch this to Gina to start, and then we can just kind of go around the horn and go that way.
I think 2025 going into 2026, depending on the theme that you follow,
Mhm.
if you don't follow Lego as a whole,
Mhm.
depending on your theme, it could go either way. But Lego as a whole, I think the the whole company is going to need to start listening to the consumers and the
Mhm.
fans more, or they're going to start pricing people out. They're going to lose people that, and it's just going to keep rising, and
Mhm.
people will stop buying more or shopping from other places. But in all, I mean, I bought way less. I'm happy with everything I bought
Mhm.
because I was selective. And that will probably, for me, from 2025, be a lesson that I will take into 2026.
I mean, I've already said my piece about pricing, but the
mhm.
one thing about it is they're pricing me out of sets and they're pricing me into mocks. And
Yeah.
it's actually forcing me to be more, well, one, frugal, two, find good builds where I want to, but also three, it's forcing my hand to be a lot more creative and trying to
Mhm.
design things on my own. It is pushing. I know it sounds weird, but the idea of structured sets is pushing me away from ever wanting structured sets again,
Yeah.
Mhm.
just simply out of pricing and quality. And it is forcing me into what they originally wanted the whole time, which is some kind of weird twist of irony that they wanted us to take all these things, tear them apart, and then
Yeah.
build our own little thing out of them.
Yeah.
Well, mission accomplished because I'm not buying your sets anymore. I'm buying your
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
And that's it for me.
I think for me, the year 2025 is going to be remembered as the year that prices really started increasing. Like it was a big impact there. We got a lot more sets that were expensive. We got a lot of sets that were priced higher than they should be. And then the fact that we had the Death Star at $1,000. I think this is going to be remembered as the year of expensive sets.
Yeah.
But I feel like Gina said, I've been more selective with my buying, my timing of buying, like Scott said. And in general, I feel like it's maybe a smarter Lego purchaser, but also same as Scott, I've been trying to focus more on some mock building as well with my brickheads, and it's really brought that creativity in me that I haven't been having with Lego because I've been always a sets guy. So I feel like the year itself, there were great sets, there were bad sets, but I think ultimately what it will be remembered for is the pricing, whether it was too high for a set or just too high in general.
I
Yeah.
think for me, this year is going to be remembered based on how Lego responds to some of the criticism it received
Mhm.
in the next couple of years. I think we had some great offerings,
Yes.
and I think the great offerings are continuing as we've seen from what's coming in 2026 with Creator 3-in-1 and themes like that. We are seeing some great stuff continue, and I think they're going to continue to thrive. I think what's going to be the real defining feature of this is how is Lego going to respond in the coming years to things are getting too expensive,
Hmm.
things are not good enough quality, A, B, C, D, E different things. How are they
Mhm.
going to respond to all these massive amounts of criticism going forward into 2026, 2027? I think of 2026 as an indicator. I think we already are seeing a lot of really good, inexpensive sets to start the year off. And if
Yes.
that
Hmm.
continues, they're right, they'll be good. But my fear is they're getting these criticisms after a lot of this stuff has already been designed and put into
Right.
production. So it's just kind of a waiting game to see how that's going to happen. I think this year, I'm going to remember this year more from the mocks, from finishing the Batcave, bringing it to all these shows, getting all the love and attention it got, getting to fulfill that dream I've always had. That's more what I'm going to remember this year as is that. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Scott, I'm with you. Like, I'm really much looking more forward to like this set looks cool. I'm gonna get it because I want to make something else out of it. Like that's more what I'm like the tractor coming out, Jane. That's a day one buy for me.
Will it Batman?
Will
Oh,
it Batman?
the Bat Tractor
That's
is
a
100%
Bat
gonna
Tractor.
happen.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
Bat Tractor is 1000% happening very
I want-
soon after purchase.
You,
by the way,
if you do
Where
that,
is
you need to have
Batman gonna-
Scarecrow and Batman face off with their tractors.
oh my God, the Combine Harvester versus
Yes.
Oh my
the
God, yes.
Coming to you live from DC Superheroes, the first ever Bat Tractor.
Bat
Paul.
Tractor.
Ah.
Also, no, the Batcave is not expanding. Stop asking me if I'm going to do that. It's not happening. I'm just going to have a nice display of all my crazy, weird Bat vehicles.
So he says.
No.
Wayne
How did, it's
Manor.
like 16 feet. He can't do
It is 16
anymore.
feet
Up.
long.
He'll build
He
up
will-
with the Wayne Manor.
No, listen, he'll be divorced before he's married. No.
Now,
So I think this year-
I
was
love
the year
you,
that
Aaron. No.
Aaron cut him some slack.
Yes.
I think, yeah.
No more anything that big until we have a house. That's where we're at.
This year, I think is going to be
Although, I
remembered
will
for the
say,
pricing.
he's the one sitting there right now going, when are you going to build the Fortress of Solitude? And I'm like, man.
I think we'll be
But
remembered for the
that's
pricing,
tall.
but also all the
Different,
fun that we
yes.
had at the conventions. Like, this was a great year of conventions
Yeah.
for the four of us,
It was.
especially with what we
It
did.
was.
So we got pricing, we got the conventions, and then we got to look forward to 2026.
Absolutely.
And not only that, but you got me to be social, which is pretty damn rare
It's pretty
right
big.
now. Yeah. Like actually showing up on
Same.
like at
Same.
conventions, and appearing on podcasts no less.
Regularly.
Regularly.
Same. Yeah.
And
I'm
live
not as
episodes for the
reg-
both of you. You both did the live episodes.
We did.
Well,
Yeah.
I've done lives, like I've done my own lives, and I was on Twitch, and but like the social aspect for a good long while, because I was really involved, and then all my grandparents had to get sick and then die and everything, so
Yeah, that
I had to
was
stop.
That was
Yeah.
bad.
And then so it's the social goes away, but it's come back, and it's definitely different and new, and I'm not sad about it.
It's exciting.
Yes.
Fun year for us all.
I think this is a great spot for us to wrap up here then. So I would like to say really quickly, next week is the January Buyer's Guide video. So the hype is real for that one.
Speaking of
Yeah.
reading your line,
Yeah. We are officially leaving 2025 in the past after this video. Everything going forward, we'll be talking about 2026 for the most part. We'll still do some other stuff, but yeah, you get the point. So keep an eye out for that. The time capsule for this month on Ice Planet came out at the time of this recording about 3 or 4 hours ago.
So cool.
That was an absolute blast talking about Ice Planet with members of the
It was
Rock
really
Club.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. Arnold
Aw.
Hey, I didn't make
Schwarzenegger.
the joke first. Someone
What
else
is-
did. I'm just
what is it?
continuing it.
freeze.
Are we just you can't
Freeze.
dad joke. You're
Chill
not
out.
It's
Chill
forecast.
out.
A freeze
Chill
is
out.
coming.
Winter
Um,
has finally come.
Yeah, right.
Let's all
Um,
chill.
So definitely look for that. Watch that. It was fun. We have another time capsule coming out this month too.
Yes.
That is going to be our longest video ever.
more than the 2 hours of last week.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Oh, like
Oh, yeah.
double that.
Triple,
Oh my
almost.
God.
It's long, but it's great when you
It
watch it.
is.
It's awesome.
All right.
And it might involve something we've talked with today already. So just keep an eye for that. Thank you all again for watching. The whole year. This is our full calendar year actually operating from January to December, which has been super fun. We are very close to our year-end goal of 500 subscribers. That is the goal.
Yes.
Let's get a push. Let's hit that mark. Let's go. We know we can get there. You can do that. Help us get there by, first of all, subscribing to the YouTube channel if you haven't already and hitting that notification bell so you are notified when all new episodes go live. Flagship podcast is always Fridays at 2 p.m. And Time Capsule is always the third Tuesday of every month at 5 p.m. So that's fun. You can find us on Instagram at the Brick Hour Pod. You can find me on Instagram at Langster Builds.
You can find me at Cameron Studios _
Gina, where can everybody find you? Because you have space.
My bricks and me. I'll do some stuff. I promise. You see the city. I have things to do.
Yes.
I will.
Scott?
I will.
Scott?
Somebody got an Instagram.
Really?
Yeah.
Woo!
So now you
Now we
can
just
find
gotta get-
Scott where?
At
Alright.
Rogue
Yes.
Lannister.
There we
All
go. We'll
right.
have
Let's
all
go
that
find
linked
it.
below. Yeah, we gotta
Oh,
find
I'm
it.
already following you. I was setting it up while we were doing this.
Wait.
Well, we will see everybody in the next episode. Have a great night. Happy building.
All right.